Welcome to the video on techniques on the use of a volumetric flask. In this video, we will show you how to prepare 100.0 ml of a solution by diluting a stock solution, solution B, by a dilution factor of 100. Solution B has a concentration of 2.010 molar. Dilution factor D is equal to Ci over Cf, where Ci is the concentration of solution B, which is 2.010 molar. D is the dilution factor, 100. Rearranging the equation and substituting in the quantities for Ci and D, we can calculate Cf, which is the concentration of the dilute solution. The calculation shows that a 1 to 100 dilution of the 2.010 molar solution B will yield a final solution of 0.02010 molar. We need to know how many mils of solution B we need to pipette in order to make the dilute solution. We need to use the dilution formula CiVi equals CFVF, where one side of the dilution formula has subscript I, which stands for initial solution, and the other side has subscript F, which stands for final dilute solution. We begin to substitute numbers into this equation. Cf is the concentration of the dilute solution, which is 0.02010 molar, and Vf is the volume of the final dilute solution, which is 100.0 mils, or 0.1000 liters. Ci is the concentration of the initial solution, solution B, which is 2.010 molar, and Vi is the volume that we need to pipette out of solution B in order to perform this dilution. Solve the dilution formula for Vi, and we determine that we need to pipette 1.000 mils from the stock solution B. We obtain the correct glassware, a 1 ml volumetric pipette and a 100 ml volumetric flask. We pour some solution B into a small, clean, and dry beaker. After acclimatizing the pipette using correct pipette techniques, pipette 1.000 mils of solution B into the volumetric flask directly. The tip of the pipette needs to be angled such that it touches the small bulb just under the top of the volumetric flask. Let the solution in the pipette drain by gravity. After draining, wait 10 seconds before removing the pipette. At this point, the 1.000 mils of solution B has been transferred. Look closely at the tip of the pipette. A small portion of solution remains in the tip. Do not blow out the pipette. Add distilled water to fill the flask about half to 2/3 full. Swirl the flask to mix the solution. Bring the level close to the mark and allow time for draining. Then, use a Pasteur pipette to bring the level of the solution to the mark with more distilled water. Do not immerse the tip of the Pasteur pipette into the water bottle. Use a small, clean beaker to transfer more water into the volumetric flask. Bring your eye to the same level as the mark on the neck of the volumetric flask and fill the volumetric flask such that the bottom of the meniscus touches the mark. Firmly stopper the flask and invert repeatedly, at least 15 times, to assure uniform mixing. After mixing, remove the stopper, allow time for the solution to drain, and check that the bottom of the meniscus is still touching the mark. Thank you for watching the video on techniques on the use of a volumetric flask and how to make a dilution.